Hey guys, it's Zach with NAWCQ Card Shop, and I'm with.
Jhonatan Galindo.
And what did you do this weekend?
Well, I went to the World Championship qualifier that was in Austin, Texas, and I made day two, finishing day one X2, and at the end of the tournament, and X3 one ended in 122 position out of 2,600 people.
Nice, congratulations. What'd you play?
Thank you. Everybody knows me. I play Despia, best deck. No, it's not the best deck, but yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
Any shoutouts before we get into the video?
First, shout out to my wife. She always support me, send me good energies, good vibes. She always says like, keep pulling me that I can do this stuff. Shout out to my friends that always support me too as well. From All Access Store, best locals in Wisconsin. Those guys are really cool over there. We have a really good time. And yeah, like everybody that knows me, just shout out.
Awesome. Let's get into deck profile.
Okay, so I play branded. I play 49 cards. Most of the times I didn't win the dice roll, but I'm glad that I built my deck this way so I can break boards. That's why the deck do break boards. And if I go first, you're gonna see how we win. If we go second, we just break boards and break boards. So to start, I'm just the basic 3 Alubert, best card of the deck. Not too much to explain, just get access to brand diffusion. 3 Albas, we need 3 Albas. We like to fuse. We have to have the names always on the deck available or in hand. If we have to normal summon sometimes Albas to get fusion, so that's good. I got 2 Cartesias. Never need the third one. I think that card is really good to have it in hand and deck. We have plenty of ways to bring it on the field, so actually 2 is fine. The one-off that I play, I just play 1 Tragedy. That's gas for the deck. You're gonna get more cards from the graveyard, vanishing, get effect, search. I know that draw right now is in the format, but still the card give it like a plus. So if we don't get draw, we just resolve it and it's gonna be a plus. So that's a good card to have. I play 1 kit, same reason. Sometimes I need to recover the trap. I need to recover branded in red or retribution. So this is a really good card to have it just in case. And 1 Quem. Most of the decks that I saw play 2. But if you play correctly the deck, you're gonna need the second one. Even if you see guys, I think that the guy that made top 16 with branded only run 1 of these 2 as well. So yeah, if you play correctly, you're never gonna need the second one. There are some situations that you're gonna need the second one, but it's depending of how the match is going. So that's for the card. It's really good. And 1 Albion. Albion is a really good card. I used to test it at 3. Get access faster to Albas on grave or any spell that you need on grave. But because I was scared to draw, I don't want to just like get Albion, dump Albas, draw 1 card and they draw, and I don't get access to search more. So I just like focus on one. 1 was enough. That was a good card. I only have to one. I play 2 Mercurier. That card is actually broken. If you got access to banish it, you're gonna search, have the hand trap just to get your puppet lock safe most of the times. There is a lot of bestials on the format right now because the fence meet. So this is the way that you can stop a bestial, so you can get the Sanctifier alive, and if they're gonna bestial you, you just dump the Mercurier and resolve the puppet lock. So always have this in hand. Is actually really crazy and broken. So 2 is really fine. I play 2 bestials. I switch it from my last profile. I have the Nadir Servant package, but because Droll is in the format again, I don't want to lose against Droll, so we have to put the bestials right now. They are good. I still prefer Nadir Servant, but Droll is a thing and I'm scared to lose and Droll. So these cards came really good right now. Like maybe I'm gonna put more bestials on the main, because hitting the fence mid engine with the bestials is actually really good right now. The other 2 cards that I play Dragoon, so I had to play the Dark Magician. Really cool card to have it. no, it's not a breaking hand. Sometimes you can fuse it straight from with Cartesia. If you have any dragon, it could be Dark Magician, any Bestial, or the Albion, you go straight into Dragoons. So you're gonna have a negation for if they try to ash the Brand Diffusion, so it's gonna be easy to make. So it's actually good card. And my win condition, the puppet. I puppet too many guys on the tournament. Sorry guys that I get puppet luck, but sorry. And the only hand trap that I tried, I played the Moncharmy, the Purulia. I played 3 of them. That card came actually really good. It's not like broken as Maxi, but that card was really good. Like for example, against the Snake Eye Ash matchup, they always gonna give me 1 or 2 cards. Even if I just drop it in draw phase, they have to think as like, well, I summon the Witch or going through Ash combo or what I'm gonna do now. So they always give me 1-2 cards, and my 1-2 cards that they give me is always Engine or something. So it wasn't never a brick. I can still fuse with those to make Chimera because I need 3 different monsters. So this is gonna help me sometimes. If I go first, I can have it in hand and make Chimera. So why not? So it's actually cool card to have it. So it was good. It was good. That's for the monsters. For the spells, best card of the deck, of course, Brand Diffusion. I love it. If you got access to that, come on, it's really good card. Brand Diffusion is too broken. More access to Brand Diffusion, Branded Opening, Protection Effect is really good right now. Especially, of course, with the Princess when they have it on graveyard, they try to pop, I don't know, the Lubellion or the Mirror Jade, so you're gonna have something to banish and protect your fusions to destruction. So it's always nice to have it. This card should be a branded card, but it's not, but it's really broken. Every time that we see this card is so good. Fusion deployment, get access to Cartesia, get access to Alba sometimes, and fuse with the monsters, so you're gonna force to activate something. Even sometimes I go straight for Dark Magician to beat an Appaloosa for 2 negation, so I just go Fusion deployment, and they are sure I just normal summon or special summon the Dark Magician and attack the Apple, and main phase 2 just keeps destroying. So that's actually good card. For branded one-off, I play 1 in red, 1 in high spirits, and 1 lost. There are some players that play 2 in red, but as I say, we got cards to recover, like Tragedy or Kit can recover those materials again, so never need the second one. High spirits, I see most of them when they play a lot of Bestials or they are strong on dragons, they play 2 or 3 cards of those. It's good card, but I don't know, maybe I didn't see the potential enough. I'm not saying that it's a bad card, but I always side it out when I have to go second to put something else. And Loss is an MVP. Yeah, Loss is really crazy. If they don't have ways to rid of the Loss, every fusion that you're gonna bring is gonna be unaffected by everything. They cannot respond to nothing. So having this on board is actually really crazy. So yep, that's actually really good. Sometimes they have Desiree on board and you activate Loss, they resolve the Loss. So you activate Brand Diffusion and they have to force in that case to negate. If they don't do it, they're gonna lose the Desiree or the Appaloosa. So yeah, that's really cool card to have on board. For board breakers, I play the 3 Forbidden Droplet. That's the God card. Come on, like for real. Every time that I need it, I draw it. I'm like sometimes have the Snake Eyes the full board, and I'm like thinking like, please God, give me Droplet, please God. And my top deck is Droplet. I'm like, yes, I got the Droplet. Clear his board. Do my Sanctifier Puppet Luck next turn. He just scoop. So, like for example. Now, yeah, there is too many things to do with Droplets, so it's actually a really broken card right now in the format. So, I especially for my deck for Branded, it's really good. I played 2 Allure in this scenario. I used to play 3, but because Droll is a thing, so I had to reduce it a little bit. I don't want to just lose against Droll. So I'm just have wait to draw it. If I draw 2 cards, banish 1, and they draw me, okay, I already resolved one that I need. So just in case that I miss the third one, of course, but draw is a thing right now, so I don't want to lose a control. I play 3 Trust. I think the Branded is the best deck to play Trust right now because the targets that we have give it like an extra plus. So that's why I didn't see this card too much in Snake Eyes or Jubel, because the cards that they can search is like Imperm or I don't know, any other card like D-Barrier or something that is not like actually do something good. And we had a really good target for this, that is the Trap. So I think that this, if they ash me, and actually that was one game that they draw me, and because they draw me, I can play, like for real. It was like Allure and they draw me, and like, oh, okay, now I can play. I have this, search the trap, now search the trap, and I have already Brand Diffusion on graveyard, so I can Brand Diffusion him and scoop. So it's like, that was crazy. So when you have this in hand, you have to pray that please, my opponent have ash in him, please ash me, or please hand trap me, because if not, unfortunately, it's a dead card. So, but right now everybody have ash. One talent. It's a trust target sometimes. Draw cards or force the activation of something. Look the hand, see if you can play around hand traps. Most of the Snake Eyes, there are some Snake Eyes that they went for on draw phase, do the Flambers to special summon, or it could be IP or any other monster. So you already have Trust alive, so you only have to force any activation of Appaloosa or something and get access to this, and you can draw 2 or steal the apple or do whatever else that you want, or look the hand, and if you don't have ash, no, you know that Brand Diffusion gonna resolve. So it's actually good to have one. More one-off is like starter, Gold Sark. My targets for this is Tragedy and Mercurier. So most of the times when I have to go second, I sided out these Tragedies and the Mercuriers because I need board breakers instead of gas. So most of the time this go to the side, but if I go first, I always have this card like it. So have to start with something. And the only one called by the grave, yeah, they ate a lot of ashes on the tournament too. So if I have it, I have it. If not, GG's. Okay, so for the traps, I got 1 Retribution from the Branded and 1 Banishment. This card actually, when I tested in locals, is actually really good because we have a lot of Branded players here too as well. So in the mirror match, this came really good. I didn't play any Branded on the Nationals, so that surprised me. I think that I could replace this card for another thing, or I can cut it out and play just 48 if I know that I'm gonna have a lot of Brandeds, but who knows. But actually on day 2, this card helps me a lot because I have to play the first round on day 2. I have to play a Labyrinth, and this card helped me to banish all the ladies, the big ladies. This I had to reset it again, and I banished Chaos Angel. I had to reset it again, and I banished 1 Typhoon. So I activate this card like 3 times, I think, in the same match. And he had the 3rd Typhoon, so that's why he beat me. He played 3, so that's crazy. But game 2 I won, so that's why we got a draw. So, but that was actually good on that match. If I don't have that card in that match, in that situation, I'm gonna just lose. An MVP for my main deck, Fusion Dupe. This at 3, crazy, never break. This card is another copy of Brand Diffusion. If you go first and you already hard draw this, you have to resolve 2 Brand Diffusion, and that's go crazy. There are people that didn't know. They think that they just copy Brand Diffusion, but no, you can copy any fusion card. This is a fusion card, so sometimes you activate this, banish the deployment, summon Alba's effect, fuse, and you like do like super poly with his monster and your monster and made a mirror jade or something.
That's
so they
insane.
are like, oh, I didn't know that you can copy that. It's like, yeah, they copy any fusion card. And another good thing is this copy any fusion card in any graveyard. So if you play a mirror match, you can banish the owner, the opponent Brand Diffusion from graveyard. So it's actually really, really, really broken card. I actually really like it. Most of the times I sided out one when I go second, but I always have to keep two. I really like it. If I draw it or hard draw it, it's crazy. So good card. That's for my main deck. I play 49 cards. The only change that maybe I gonna do on the main deck is the banishment. We'll see. Play maybe 48 or switch it for something else, but I think that works perfect. For the extra deck is generic, because most of the brand they play the same. So we play 2 Albions. We need 2 Albions. We need 1 Rimbro, White Titanic Clad, 1 Lovelian. Yeah, I don't have the QCR, too expensive. 1 Sanctifier. I love this card. This card is the best. Please, Konami, don't ban this card. Please don't do anything with my baby. 1 Mirror Jade. People call me crazy because I only run 1. I never run 2. Never actually need the second one. As I say, if you play correctly, you're never gonna need the second one. Nothing else I can say is like never need the second one. So those are my branded fusions. I don't play any other Albas fusion monster. I play at this moment 2 Dust Dragon. I used to play only 1, but I see some scenarios that you need the second one to get access to Puppet easier or whatever. But I feel like still 1 is enough. So I'm probably gonna cut 1 of these, just play 1 and have another target for the Dust Dragon, because unfortunately I'm missing 1 card in the extra deck that is 1 fusion for Despias. So I can banish this and bring any extra fusion material. It could be Quertis, Proskinian, or the Luluf. So I can change this one for 1 of those. It could be an interesting change. I play Furious Dragon. That's really good against back row decks, against Runic Stone, that unfortunately I lost that last round. Against that deck, didn't have access to make this guy. But yeah, that's a really good card to have. Of course, Chimera, Dragos Tapelia, and Dragoons. A lot of people don't play Dragoons right now, but I like it because that's a really good way to play around Shifter. There are people that still play Shifter, so you can end easy on Dragoons, get access to search something else, and just Dragoons. If they have something to pass over Dragoon, they can do it. If not, we just lose. We have to accept sometimes we lose against Shifter. That never happened to me, so they shifted me a lot, but I always end on Dragoons and they cannot overpass Dragoons. For the Despia fusions, I only play 1 Masquerade. That's why I have to play the second fusion. That's the card that I'm missing. And I play 1 Garura. People crazy like, why Garura? If you don't play Super Poly, you don't play ways to that. There is 1 combo that in some situations you can end with Dragoons and Sanctifier and the Puppet on Grave. So if you do that combo without the Garura, you're gonna have a card to discard for Dragoons, so it's gonna be dead. So to end it in that combo, you have to discard the Garura, and the Garura give you the extra draw card, so you're gonna have a negation for Dragoons, and Sanctifier gonna get the Puppet lock. So it's a weird situation, but sometimes works. And in some scenarios, you open the Puppet and Cartesia, but you already don't have nothing to dump that give you like a plus, because you're gonna still dump the Albion and everything with Brand Diffusion. So you just get a plus with Garura and get 1 more card. So it's a cool card to have it. So I can change it if I want. So I have 1 spot too as well. And for my side deck, I play 2 Bestials. Actually, good card to have right now. I see too many Snake Eye, Finsmith play Bestials on the main. That's the worst part that I had to deal with, because most of the times, of course, the Puppet don't gonna resolve because they have Bestials. So I have to deal with them. But if you hit, for example, the Finsmith when they start doing all the combo, when you hit the Engraver with 1 of the Bestials, they come like, they have to go another route to get access to more stuff. So it's actually, right now, the Bestials I think that are really good right now in the format. So we have to be careful now with branded players playing around those guys on the main, especially. 3 draws. That's the format card right now. Even if you, I noticed that if you roll the Snake Eyes engine, they still end in every board like used to, especially that the Finsmith engine is so free. So it's not enough, but it's still stop a little bit. It works a lot against another decks. Actually, I draw it a little bit and they slow down the Snake Eye, so it's good to have it. But I think that it's really crazy if you compare it with another strong hand trap. So yep, that's for my monsters. For traps, I think that that's the MVP card of the format right now. Evenly match. I know that Desiree can negate it, so you go battle phase, evenly match. They have to have Desiree. You can chain droplet, banish the evenly and another card if you want, so you can negate 2 cards or something else, or you can just banish send for cost the trap, so they cannot change a trap on graveyard or a trap that they had set or something. So this card is actually really broken right now. It's so good. It's so good to have it, and Trust can search this, so it's really good. The barrier, that's for Tempai. Mirror match. Yeah, that's, I don't use it too much actually. I only have to play against one Tempai and no mirror match, so it was like never needed actually. This card was so broken. That card wins against Tempai, is dead. They cannot overpass that card if they don't have nothing to destroy spell or traps. This card is crazy. And against Jubel, I think that card against Jubel, they stop that deck a lot. So yep, keep in mind that card too as well. A branded Brightest Blessing, branded King. That card helps me a lot to play around Droplet, because most of the people gonna play with Droplet to stop the Sanctifier. So when you set this at the end phase with Albion, when you're using drop, if you have this set and you use Sanctifier effect to summon, if they don't have a Bestial, if they have a Droplet or Cold Vibe, you just chain this and you're gonna negate the Droplet or the Cold Vibe. So this is gonna be crazy, and Puppet gonna resolve and it's over at that point. So that card is actually really good on the deck right now. For more destruction, I just play 3 Dark Ruler No More, just to clear boards, like try to shoot down everything. Be careful, sometimes people have a set trap card on field. That happens to me against one Snake Eye the last round of day 1. That's why did I lose. He ended with the full Snake Eye board. It was Appaloosa, Flamberge, IP, Desiree, and 1 set card. So I just activate that Ruler No More, and he activated the trap card. It was Black what?
Black Goat laughs.
Black Love Laughs, that one, and chain Desiree and negate my Dark Ruler. I'm like, oh, rip. So I lost that one because of that. So, but that's a good card to have it right now. And 1 Harpies. I'm sad because actually in day 2, my last round was against Runic Stun, and he had me into Ancient Organism and Synchrozone. He have Runic Field, 2 set cards. He always had one Runic in hand, nothing else. And I tried to get access to my counter, so when I activate because I have Harpies in hand, so when I activate Harpies and I have my counter, when he activates his Runic to try to summon the Hugin, I can activate my counter, negate that, and Harpy's gonna resolve, destroy everything, and it's gonna be game at that point. But out of 5 cards on my hand, he activated 1 Runic that I discard 1 random card from my hand, and it was the Harpies. So that's why I lost my last round. I didn't make the top 64, unfortunately. So yep, that's the side deck. And yeah, and my rounds were like out of 9 rounds of day 1, I played 5 Snake Eyes. I only lost 1. That was the last round. All the Snake Eyes were with Finsmith, like full. Good players. I'm really glad, like all the players that I played in this event, they were actually fair people, like no wasting time. They know how to do the combos, the rulings, so they don't try to, oh, you already do this, you cannot do this, or I'm thinking, or how many cards in your hand, or let me see your graveyard, just to wasting time. Those kind of stuff that I really don't like. And they just do it like play really fair, and I'm glad that actually I always say to the people, hey, you're a good player, thank you so much. And they told me the same, because if people are fair with me, I was gonna be fair with them. So yeah, it was 5 snake eyes, 1 tempai, 1 manadium round 2 that I lost because dice roll, and that was crazy. The manadium, I was like, okay, game 1 he locked me, game 2 I locked him, game 3 he locked me, and GG. So 1 tempai, 1 manadium, 1 jubel, and 1 Kashtira. That was my day 1. I only lost 2. And day 2, the first round one was against Labyrinth. We drew. Round 2, I had to play against Ritual Beast. It was an unfortunate situation with his cards and his sleeves, something like that. So he got like kind of like a game loss. The first duel, and duel 2 we start. He made the full combo, but I had all the gas to clear his board, and it was easy game, unfortunately, for the game loss situation. And last round was against the Runic Stone. I lost the dice roll, and he started that game 1 with there can only be one and rivalry on field plus dimensional fissure. Is nothing I can do to pass that combo. He decked me out. I could scoop right now, like right away, because I don't have anything to destroy, like main backdoor destruction. But I just want to see which cards he play, which cards he runs, so they give me like information, because he activate duality and that kind of stuff, so I can check, okay, if he plays skill drain or not, or what kind of traps he plays, so I can deal with them. So I let him deck me out, and game 2, unfortunately, I open unplayable hand. So it's nothing you can do when the deck say, I'm tired, last round, last duel, no more. So yeah, but I'm happy with the deck how it is. The deck performs really well against this format. A few changes only that I'm gonna do, that's it. And start the road again for the next year.
Awesome. Thank you for the deck profile, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Thank you. Peace.